Thanks, Jenna. Mike Sutherland, the president of the Winnipeg Police Association, is taking a break from answering the calls to come join us right now to talk a little bit about why this is so important. And the association is actually ready to kick in $2,500 if we get 25 calls before 7 o'clock this morning. So there's still lots of time. We want to get you on the phones right now. We'll put the number up on the screen for how to donate. It's as simple as calling in and making a donation. So good morning. Thank you for being here. First of all, why was it important for you guys to join the Morning for Hope?
Well, I think the entire aspect is really terribly vital. We have, unfortunately, domestic violence and family violence in our community, and we need shelters for people that are in those types of tragic situations and unfortunate situations. And as well, we need violence prevention programs in our communities in order to sort of stop the entire cycle of violence. And police can only do so much, and that's why we need partnership with our communities in order to sort of change the dialogue and change the tone and make sure that families are safe and people are safe in their own homes.
How prevalent is domestic abuse in Winnipeg?
Well, unfortunately, it is one of the most common calls that police officers respond to, and there's often very tragic circumstances because it's not just a case where one person is affected, it affects entire families and entire communities. We wish it was a lot less prevalent, but unfortunately it's one of the most common calls that our officers respond to.
And a lot of people don't think, that it's happening in their neighborhood or it's happening to someone they know, but the victims are from all walks of life.
All walks of life, all socioeconomic groups, every neighborhood. There are unfortunately incidents everywhere in the city, regardless of where you live.
Now, on your end of things, you are some of the first to respond to these calls and some of the first to see the situation. What is it like for officers going into a home?
Well, it's always very difficult because many times it's very volatile. There's a lot of high emotion that's sort of running through the situation at the time. The challenge is to try to sort of assert some calmness, first of all, and then to make sure that you try to work through a lasting solution. And that's why we need the resources here, that police can intervene when things are really bad in a crisis, but we also need the follow-up afterwards to make sure that we don't have a recurrence.
Well, and that's just it. And all of the money raised for Morning for Hope here in Manitoba is going to 21 shelters, 6 of which are in Winnipeg, which are absolutely vital to this process.
Absolutely they are. I mean, if you're trapped in a situation or in a home and you feel you don't have an option or anywhere safe to go, can you imagine how terrible that must be? And that's why it's so important to have funding for these shelters so that there is a place of safety for people who are in these situations. They have somewhere to go.
And that's why we need you to donate right now. It's as simple as picking up the phone and calling the number 1-855-795-0293. You can also make donations online, and all the money raised in Winnipeg is staying in Winnipeg. So it will stay here and help the women in our own community. Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.
We're going to let you get back to the phones because once again, if we get 25 calls before 7 o'clock, the Winnipeg Police Association is kicking in $2,500. Morning for Hope continues after this quick break.